As the sun rises, the Amazon rainforest unfolds like a fairy tale. But this isn't paradise. It's an arena where predators don't just hunt prey, they battle other predators to survive and protect their kind. Welcome to Wild Amazon, the domain of ultimate predators. If you crave the raw, untamed beauty of nature, where life fights for every moment. Support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to Wildlife Documentary Hub. Let's dive in. High above the Amazon canopy, a cry rings out like a trumpet blast. It's not a warning, it's the call of a mother. The Harpy Eagle, a symbol of pure power and absolute freedom in the skies of South America. A wingspan nearly 7 feet wide, silver-gray feathers, talons as sharp as blades. But Harpy doesn't hunt in open skies. She chooses the dense jungle. Behind those cold, steel eyes, a mother's heart, relentless. Every breeding season, she lays just one egg. For almost 2 years, both parents take turns hunting, guarding their nest, never leaving it unprotected. And when the chick's feathers grow in, the first lesson isn't flying, it's falling. They learn to fly by falling from high branches. Short, clumsy drops, flapping madly just before hitting the ground. Survival is taught through every fall, every hunger pang, until one day, they cut through the jungle air like their parents. Fast, clean, silent. The jungle holds its breath. High above, the Harpy Eagle stands still, a statue in feathers. A soft breeze stirs the leaves, but her eyes never leave the ground. Below, a three-toed sloth clings lazily to a tree trunk, slow, unaware that death has already locked onto it. The harpy lowers her head. Her wings unfold slow, controlled. No roar, no dramatic wing beat, just a tilt, and she falls. Speed ignites in a blink, over 50 miles per hour through a maze of branches. She doesn't need open skies, just precision. Talons extend 5 inches long, steel hard, razor sharp. The impact barely makes a sound. The sloth doesn't know what hit it. It's over in a heartbeat. The harpy tightens her grip. One swift twist of the spine. Clish! Instant. She lifts her prey back up to the canopy. No victory cry. No need for noise. The jungle exhales. Life returns to its rhythm. Birdsong, insect buzz, leaves whispering, a distant lion's roar, all blending into an endless symphony of the Amazon rainforest. The harpy stands watch on her perch, cold eyes, but within her, a balance. Power and tenderness, dominance and sacrifice, and it all begins with a fragile egg, perched on a towering tree. In the Amazon, when one predator retreats, another awakens, in the labyrinth of leaves and shadows. A silent assassin stirs. It's the ghost of the treetops, the Amazon's wildcat, the Margai. It shows up. No sound, no greeting. Big round eyes catch the first light of day, playful but alert. This is the Amazon's wild cat, the Margai, a tiny ghost among the highest branches, where people rarely bother to look. It weighs less than 9 pounds, small, delicate. But don't let that fool you. The Margai wasn't made to roar. It was gifted with other talents. Spotted fur, like bark, like leaves, perfect camouflage, a long, thick tail for balance, for sharp turns, like an arrow slicing through air, and most impressive of all, a neck that turns 180 degrees, an evolutionary superpower that even leopards would envy. This morning, it's hunting 15 meters off the ground, high enough to avoid predators, close enough to feel the movement of prey. The Margai crouches low, melting into the bark. In the distance, a tree rat searches for ripe fruit. It doesn't know death is watching from above. The Margai moves, tiny steps, so light. The branch doesn't even quiver. Ears perked, eyes locked in. No explosive leaps like a leopard, just patience, precision, pure efficiency. And when the moment comes, the Margai strikes. Fast as a thought, it's over before the prey even knows it's being hunted. Beneath the layer of damp, rotting leaves, a tiny shimmer of metallic blue moves in silence. Small, but definitely not weak. It's a poison dart frog, Dendrobates tinctorius, a creature as dazzling as a gemstone and as deadly as a curse. Its body is barely over an inch long, but inside that bright, porcelain-like skin lies batrachotoxin, a poison so powerful it can kill with just a touch. Every step it takes is a warning. I'm not your meal. I'm death, walking. But behind that toxic armor is a devoted father. This morning, the male carries new life on his back, a tiny tadpole, clinging tightly to poisonous skin. The father begins his climb up the tree, one careful step at a time. Up above, in rain-filled leaves, he searches for a tiny pool, a safe place for his baby to grow. No snakes, no ants, just enough time for life to hang on. Every puddle is a gamble with fate. When he finds the right one, he leans in, and the tadpole slides into the still water. But the mission isn't over. A few days later, the mother returns. She lays unfertilized eggs into the pool, not to hatch, but to feed. The only meal her baby will ever get, day after day. The father watches from below. He keeps an eye on the shadows moving through the forest, ready to protect his blood, with a body so small, yet absolutely lethal. In a world where the strong devour the weak, the poison dart frog is the weak who never bows. Morning, the water lies still, like glass. Then, it's shattered by a long whistle, echoing through the heart of the Amazon. It's a signal, a silent call to gather. The giant otter family begins to appear, leading the way, the dominant pair, the leaders of the group. Behind them, younger members follow close, a small clan, but far from weak. Giant otters, Pteronura brasiliensis, up to 6 feet long, packed with muscle, slicing through water like a living arrow. When they hunt, they don't go alone. The whole group moves like a single, perfect machine. Some circle wide to cut off escape. Others rush in from the sides. A massive school of catfish gets pushed into the shallows. None of them make it out. Giant otters don't have the jaguar's fangs. They don't have the Harpy Eagle's massive claws. But they do have the most powerful weapon of all, unity. When danger shows up, they don't scatter. They come together like a battle squad. No one runs. They surround. They scream. They strike until the threat backs down. In the Amazon rainforest, from the sky to the forest floor, from the treetops to the riverbeds, every creature carries the finest genes, sharpened by millions of years of evolution. Here, life is a reward for those who are fast enough, strong enough, and patient enough. There's no mercy, no compromise, only nature and its unforgiving law of survival. If you're drawn to the wild and the raw beauty of the natural world, support us by subscribing to Wildlife Documentary Hub, where every frame tells a story of nature. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next wild journey.